So guys, welcome. Today it is the 14th of September and we are going to do the weekly preview for the upcoming futures market week. And what's special about this week, it is indeed FOMC week. Yippee. So this means we've got FOMC Wednesday, 6 p.m. UK time. Now, what does this mean for us as traders trying to tackle this? What you can usually expect to see is obviously Monday usually sets the range, right, that you use for Tuesday, Wednesday, right? But because of FOMC, we can expect to see choppy price. 100% it's going to be choppy. It's going to be hard to navigate. So I would advise extreme caution from Monday to Wednesday. After FOMC, the week should then have a much clearer direction and go towards one of our draws. But until then, I feel like we will be stuck in a little bit of a range. So don't be surprised if you're stuck in a, 50 tick sort of range where it's expanding one way, then it's changing direction and it's just stuck. That's, in my personal opinion, what I think could happen. But anyway, let's get into the chart. So what we can see here is we are clearly bullish, right? S&P, we had this little retracement. We pushed past now and we're still flying high, all-time highs that we got on Friday. And what we can see is we've got these two. If I remove this, you can see there's equal lows right here. I expect these to get taken at some point. And we've also got a weekly FEG or sort of equilibrium point. So if I was to draw a fib here, what you could do is you could draw a fib like this. And obviously this is like quite up here. Or you could draw it from there. But don't be surprised if price retraces now after a big expansion to the upside. And if we zoom in lower here, so on the daily, we can see there's a nice little daily fair value gap. And the thing is, I don't expect any of these to be traded to immediately. I feel like after Wednesday, after 6 p.m. Wednesday, FOMC, we might definitely go down lower. That's my prediction for next week. Obviously, this could be wrong. We could be going higher. But I expect to see at least this daily to get filled next week before we push higher. Then if we go into the 4-hour, we can see that we've got a nice, very nice little 4-hour FEG here. And if we go from the swing low to the swing high here, we can see it aligns very nicely with our OTE. We can maybe predict price to come into this zone and then go higher after FOMC. That could be very much on the cards. Obviously, all-time highs marked there just so we can note it later on in the week. And in terms of zooming in more, the 4-hour aligns with the 1-hour. Everything else is pretty much filled. And yeah, that's ES for you guys. If we look at the, let me check something. Oh, don't worry, we haven't opened on Sunday. I was gonna say I wanted to see if Sunday created a new week opening gap, but I think we've got another 2 or 3 hours New York time until we can reach that conclusion. But yeah, so that's our sort of outlook on ES. So let's go to NQ. Right, so this is our big NQ. We're on the weekly chart, as always. Start from the top, go to the bottom. As you can see, we had a big retracement on the NQ, and then we've pushed past that, broke this structure here, and it looked to go higher, to be fair. I'd say this NQ chart looks a bit more bullish than the ES, but obviously they are correlated pairs, so whatever the one does, the other one will follow. What we can see here is we've got a nice big weekly fair value gap. Obviously, this is quite far away from where we are. We've got like 6,000 ticks, quite a fair bit away. But we just need to be aware of that. If price does start to reject this all-time high and go lower, we could see this get tapped into. If you drop down to the daily now, I don't know why price does that, like beyond that. The daily and the weekly, we can basically mark these as one. The daily FVG and the weekly gap, because like if we come down here, if we mark this on a fib again, I like to use this just to, get an idea of entry, So if we go in here, you see that the OTE lines up the daily and the weekly. So that is great to see. And then if we go into the 4-hour, what do we see here? We see 2 4-hour gaps, which is quite nice. This one's quite local. This one will definitely get tapped into here. And what I've drawn out is some low resistance liquidity here. Quite a lot. It's quite wicky. You see it's going down and going up. I like to see that to get taken out. So overall, my objective for next week after FOMC might be this 4-hour right here on the NQ, to be completely honest with you guys. And then in terms of local, sort of PD arrays and areas. I mean, look at this. 2 equal wicks inside an hourly FVG. I mean, come on, guys. And look at this nice little rejection from here. We could definitely see us getting taken either before Wednesday or definitely after Wednesday. This will get taken, guys. So overall, I'd say, guys, I think next week we just gotta tread carefully. Look out for your PD arrays, both bullish and bearish. We're quite neutral until Wednesday. Wednesday we can have a little, another review if you guys want, and we can see where the price could go to next. But yeah, guys, that's it for our weekly preview, really. If you guys have any questions, leave them down below. This will be posted on the Twitter and on the new YouTube channel. It will be rides_AD, and we'll be setting that one up soon. If you haven't joined the Discord, please do so already. We've got 120 members in there, and quite a few people are joining the VIP group, where we'll have live executions and live streams every time from 2:30 p.m. UK time. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.